right into lecture number 1 of NLP, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, live coaching. This is now badge number 18 into lecture number 1, live coaching. This is now badge number 18. Yeah, Abir, you have joined. All right, just checking the link that I posted. Oops. Did I post the wrong link? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Wrong link, wrong link. Wrong link. Just give me a second to post and come back. Okay. Shared actually the students in the regular NLP group. I posted by mistake the hypnotherapy link, and they notified me that this is the wrong link. So now everything is up and running, and we can start NLP's lecture. Before we get into NLP's lecture, let's do a very short, very quick introduction. And why are we doing this introduction? Because some of you might have missed the Monday introduction. Monday we had CBT. अभी मैं आपको टाइम टेबल भी दिखाऊंगा. So welcome to for those of you who are new here, welcome to PIMS, Pakistan Institute of Mind Sciences. We are accredited from Global Institute of Modern Psychology, Malaysia. I am your tutor and the CEO and founder of PIMS, Ibrahim Siavash. I'm currently finalizing my PhD in psychology, positive psychology actually, and I am a trauma-informed counseling psychologist. I have been practicing since 2011. ये बातें आपको सारी पता है क्योंकि अगर आपने मंडे को नहीं लिया, ट्यूसडे को देखा, वेडनेसडे को देखा, we have repeated this continuously. If you have missed the proper introduction and you want a lengthier complete introduction, just WhatsApp me and I will send you the link to the first introduction that we did before the CBT, trauma informed CBT class. ठीक हो गया? So, this is my profile. You can take a screenshot of it. Currently completing PhD, MS from GCU, and here I have the memberships of American Counseling Association, American Psychological Association, National Guild of Hypnotists, USA, American Board of NLP, and the Counseling and Psychotherapy Central Awarding Body, this CPCAB UK. I'm currently active member of these platforms. All right, very much involved in learning and developing curriculum to grow the field of psychology. Graduate support programs में हमारे पास है. Obviously, after you graduate, we will be staying in touch. We will help promote you on our social media and websites. to get you referrals and clients in the future. You are allowed to apply and get individual supervisions. Now individual supervisions के अंदर होता है, of course individual supervision paid होता है, website के अंदर से आप देख सकते हो. Then every first Saturday of the month we have PIMS mastermind groups. अभी हमारा mastermind group होने वाला है कल परसों. ठीक है, हमारा mastermind group होगा every first Saturday of the month where we discuss challenges and problems that you might be having as therapists, new therapists. 5 courses we offer. All of them are 4 months each, 2 hours per day. ठीक है, so Mondays को हम CBT कराते हैं, Tuesday को DBT, Wednesday को hypnotherapy, Thursdays को NLP and Fridays को training of trainers कराते हैं, right? So all week, 5 days a week, 5 courses we are doing. ठीक है, 2 hours a day. For example, today you are taking NLP live coaching, 2 hours, 7 to 9 p.m. All of them 7 to 9. 15 total lectures है, CBT का 16 है. Classes are on Zoom. Printable certificates आपको मिलेगा after assessment. Assessment क्या है वो अभी डिस्कस करते हैं. After you clear your assessment, you will get a printable certificate जो आप प्रिंट करके आप अपने ऑफिस में डिस्प्ले कर सकते हो, जैसे you can see behind me. You will get a study material and recordings of lectures, and you will have lifetime access to all of them. Okay, lifetime access to recordings, lifetime access to study material. You will have lifetime access to supporting community. हमारी WhatsApp group है, उसमें एक दूसरे को help करते हैं, case resolve करने में, challenges solve करने में, and everything else. Prerequisite to join any of our classes, only good English language, because course का content हमारा English में लिखा हुआ है, so you need in good English language. DBT की introductions आपने सीख लिया है, very important as a therapeutic modality. Hypnotherapy की introduction आपने सीख लिया, very important as a therapeutic modality. Today we are going to launch into neurolinguistic programming, तो उसकी introduction थोड़ी देर में आपको मिल जाएगी. As you see, DBT, hypnotherapy, NLP are part of one package. ठीक है, foreign countries में तीनों एक ही diploma form में they are taught in a diploma form, obviously, but since we are catering to Pakistani audience, it would be really costly to put it in one diploma form. So what we are doing, we have separated them. So you can choose to take one course now and one course next batch, one course next batch. So थोड़ा थोड़ा करके टुकड़े टुकड़े में आप इनको complete कर सकते हो. ठीक हो गया? Trauma Informed CBT, we are very proud of. It's our newest initiative at Pakistan Institute of Mind Sciences. It is not just CBT case formulations and exactly knowing and learning how to do CBT properly as a therapist. This is what universities teach you in a complete 2-year master's in clinical psychology. Not as in-depth, but almost similar. You get this much of therapeutic interventions, therapeutic ideas. ठीक है? The assessment, of course, all of the assessments you have to demonstrate the skills that we have taught you. The fees is the important part. Trauma-informed CBT is a standalone course, just like TOT, training of trainers. That is why it is not part of a bundle discount. Bundle discount क्या है? That applies to DBT, hypnotherapy and NLP, जो मैं खुद पढ़ाता हूँ. ठीक है, 16,000, 11,000 is the standard monthly fees. TOT का है 30,000, 25,000 अगर आप PIMS graduate है. TOT once a year करते हैं October batch में. So if you take your course now, you get a chance to practice throughout the year, and end of the year you can join us in TOT so that you can become a trainer of whatever you have been taught during the course. Just like Mariam, your tutor for CBT, Trauma Informed CBT, was a graduate and then completed her TOT as well and successfully onboarded. Of course, we don't onboard them, this is everybody, but she's a very special case. Uski jo therapeutic mindset hai, aligns with our mindset, trauma informed hai, and non-judgmental hai. That is why we have partnered, and she will be taking all this year the CBT course. ठीक हो गया? Please take a screenshot of the timetable and the bundle discount. मैं explain करता हूँ फिर से. Timetable मंडे ट्यूसडे वेंसडे थर्सडे फ्राइडे को क्लासेस हैं. Mondays को trauma informed CBT, Tuesdays को DBT skills, Wednesdays को hypnotherapy, Thursdays को NLP life coaching जो कि आज right now you are about to start. ठीक हो गया. Training our trainers on Fridays होंगे, but of course we are not doing this right now because we are doing because we do TOT, training of trainers, only once a year, every October batch. ठीक हो गया. Now, bundle fee discount की जब बात हो रही थी, I was always talking about NLP, hypnotherapy and DBT, जो कि मैं personally supervise कर रहा हूँ, personally teach करता हूँ. ठीक है, उसमें दो conditions, either you're a student or non-student. अगर आप स्टूडेंट हैं तो आपको ऑलरेडी मिनिमम जो फीस है वो 11,000 आप पे करोगे. अगर नॉन स्टूडेंट है तो 16,000 पर मंथ आप पे करोगे. So that's why we recommend two courses. Two courses का क्या है कि जहाँ 11 plus 11 आपका बनना है 22K, you will be paying only 16K. Just like if you don't have a valid student card, अगर आपकी maximum fees है, अगर आपकी non student की fees है 26,000, तो वो 16 plus 16 जो कि one course का है, instead of 32,000 you will be paying only 26,000, which is a hell lot of bundle. And of course इसको calculate करेंगे तो इससे भी ज़्यादा होगा. Now we already have 3-4 students that are doing all 4 courses. मैं आपको explain करूँ. If you want to do 4 courses, जो भी आपका discounted price बनेगा, चाहे 36 है 21 है, उसके अंदर हम add करेंगे CBT का fees per month. So for example, student CBT fee कितना है 11, right? So 21 plus 11, that is 33, right? इसके ऊपर मैंने आपको डिस्काउंट दिया है if you WhatsApp me, and then यहाँ पे 36 plus अगर आप 16 करते हो तो that's 42. ठीक है, इसमें भी मैंने डिस्काउंट्स, अगर ओनली इफ यू आर टेकिंग ऑल 4 कोर्सेज, इससे भी ज्यादा डिस्काउंट आपको मिलेगा. अदर देन दैट, इफ यू आर डूइंग 2-3, देन दिस इज द एग्जैक्ट. टेक a screenshot so all the calculations are with you. Why I am emphasizing on the fees? Because it's an important part. It's your investment. It is important to you, and we want you to have fair and you know very transparent idea. You can search our website by scanning the QR code, email us, or check the website, or WhatsApp me. This is my own WhatsApp number. This is what I checked. This used to be our DHA office in Lahore, but now we are based in Islamabad. So you can WhatsApp me and ask any further questions that you may like to ask. Any questions so far? If anybody is taking the class today only, आपने अगर Monday नहीं लिया, Tuesday नहीं लिया, Wednesday नहीं लिया, and this is today is the last day of promotions, right? It means कि आज के आज या maximum tomorrow Friday को आपने अपना इस batch को confirm करना है. How many courses you are taking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Your choice. Doesn't matter to us. ठीक है? You confirm that so that we can help you do easier for you to study. ठीक है? हमारी तरफ से 100% support होता है, not only during the course but after the course, to help promote you and to get your clients, get you skilled so you can heal the whole world. ठीक है? That's our goal. One of the reasons that we are online and not in person, so that we can cater to the more and more individuals. Online, it's cheaper and more affordable. In person, it's where we will be limited to only a location. अगर मैं सिर्फ सिटी में, सिर्फ लाहौर में कराता हूँ या सिर्फ इस्लामाबाद में करता हूँ, then only people in Islamabad can benefit. This way, we have a student from China, we have a student from Saudi, we have a student from, कल कौन सा न्यू कंट्री था? चाइना वाला न्यू था और एक और कंट्री न्यू था, I forgot. But this way we can even go to the villages like कोयटा से हमारे पास students आए हुए हैं, KPK से हमारे पास पिशावर के students आए हुए हैं. So we want to cater to most people. मेरा existence का purpose है to heal and to teach. So बाकी your job is to show interest and show up. ठीक हो गया? Any questions? Put your questions in the chat box if you have any. If not, then obviously we're going to move on and uh, get into the NLP course. I'm going to put my WhatsApp number in the chat box: 0332 780 7080. 0332 780 7080. This is my WhatsApp number, so you can reach out to me directly regarding any other questions, queries, or even sessions. Yeah, because Fridays I'll be off, so I'm taking sessions on Fridays. So let's open up the slides for NLP, and then we can go from there. Questions in the chat box. हाँ, एक चीज जो मैं mention करूँ about class experience. Usually class experience is a very open mic and open camera experience. But obviously first week, because it is some people have not paid yet for the course, they are confirmed. So we just want to keep it clean so that everybody has a good experience as I interact with you guys. So you may only right now for these intro classes, you can only put your questions in the chat box, not outside or not any other ways. But obviously when we are taking the regular class, your camera is on, हम hands on practice कर रहे होंगे, जो techniques and tools हम सीख रहे होंगे वो एक दूसरे के साथ practice कर रहे होंगे online. And then if you're lucky, you have friends around you, you have family members around you, you can practice the techniques and tools on them right there and right then, if you like. ठीक है? Questions about the courses before we start the NLP course today? Questions about the courses before we start the NLP class? Questions about the courses? No questions? All right. So can we have a thumbs up? Everybody, can you go to the emojis, give a thumbs up so I know I have everybody's attention, and then we can move on to the lecture number 1 of NLP. Okay, I can see. Okay, Kiran and Nida, are you with us? Sondas, are you with us? I saw your video on Alvira, Aksa. अभी देखिए ना, यहाँ पे आज एक क्लास में कुछ लोग हैं जिनके नाम Zoom name properly नहीं है, like 54953 we have someone, Xiaomi we have someone. Okay, so these are the things that regular classes में नहीं होंगे. ठीक है? All right then, alrighty. Question chat box में thumbs up हो गया. All right, I think everybody, I have everybody's attention. So welcome everybody to Neurolinguistic Programming Life Coaching. All right. So what is this neurolinguistic programming? First of all, you have to understand that neurolinguistic programming, NLP, is one of many approaches to coaching and therapy. ठीक है? There are so many approaches to deal with human beings. All right? For example, first of all, human beings are very complex. So, as a psychologist, when I started my journey as a counseling psychologist since 2011, there came definitely a time जब मुझे realization हो गया, feel होना शुरू हो गया कि the training that I have received is not enough. So I felt like कि यार CBT तो बहुत important है, उस वक्त trauma informed वगैरह की चीजें है थी नहीं, right? So I felt like it is not enough. I want to do more. I want to be quicker. I want to have a best result for my clients. Thank God at that time I fell upon जिसको मैं कहता हूँ मेरा गुरु. Yes, मेरा गुरु जो है टोनी रॉबिन्स है. स्टैंडर्ड की बात होती है ना, कुछ लोगों की शुभ शुभ बाबा गुरु होता है. मेरा जो है टोनी रॉबिन्स गुरु है. और I fell upon his book Awaken the Giant Within. I read it once or twice and I understood everything that it was talking about. उस वक्त एज a psychologist मुझे नहीं पता था ये जो बातें कर रहे टेक्निक्स, एफर्मेशंस, ये क्या चीज होती हैं, बिलीफ्स, मोटिवेशंस, ये क्या है. Again, Alhamdulillah, I had the opportunity to be depressed at that time. I had the opportunity to have suicidal thoughts. I'm talking about 2005, 6, 7, 8. And because of that thirst of not having anything in my life, not even having a purpose, I started searching and I found Tony Robbins. And from his books, I learned how to deal with my depression. All right. अगर आप मुझसे पूछते हैं कि सर आपका फेवरेट थेरेप्यूटिक मोडालिटी क्या है, मैं आपको ज़रूर कहूँगा कि मेरे लिए फॉर मी एनएलपी है. ठीक है. अगेन इसमें बहुत सारे फैक्टर्स है, मेरी पर्सनैलिटी है, मेरा जेंडर है, इसीलिए एनएलपी का अप्रोच वर्क्स फॉर मी द बेस्ट. I'm not saying NLP is the only and the best approach for everything. Absolutely not. There is no one approach that fits everything and everybody. Absolutely not. ठीक हो गया? So then, what to do? I followed the books of Tony Robbins, उसका जो गुरु है Jim Rohn. I fell upon the books of Carnegie, how to make friends, how to influence people and make friends. Then I read books of, these are the books that हमारी psychology में नहीं covered. These are the approaches and mindsets that psychology के अंदर covered नहीं है, right? Unfortunately. So when I overcame my depression, I moved from Quetta and I came to Lahore, and I found out that what we are actually doing, it is called coaching. It is not therapy. It is not psychologist practice. It's coaching, life coaching. Then what I learned was that life coaching is actually done in so many different methods, right? There are so many different institutes that they sell their own approach to life coaching. The mindset of life coaching is that instead of talking about the past, instead of talking about what's wrong with your life, let's talk about what you want out of your life. ठीक है, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट डिस्टिंक्शन है. मैं रिपीट करता हूं, आई एम नॉट सेइंग दिस इज द ओनली वे टू लिव, only way to therapy. That is why I tell every one of my students, you want to be an effective therapist, effective coach, take multiple courses. मुझसे बेशक नहीं, पिम से बेशक नहीं, गिम से बेशक नहीं, कहीं और से. But learn different approaches because you don't know which approach is going to work with which person. ठीक है. So this is a little background about myself and my relationship with NLP. So life coaching is done through many different modality, different approaches. The one that I have mastered, the one that I have practiced is called NLP life coaching. All right. And you are about to start lecture number 1 of NLP life coaching. This course is conducted by me, Ibrahim Siavash, on the platform of Pakistan Institute of Mind Sciences, PIMS, and it is accredited by GIMP Malaysia, Global Institute of Modern Psychology Malaysia. It's another institute just like our institute, Pakistan Institute of Mind Sciences, where you get accreditation to practice all over the world. Coaching in any shape or form is not regulated by any governmental bodies in any country in the world. So you can do a Reiki healing, you can do a sound healing, you can also do an NLP anywhere in the world. Some approaches I endorse and I advise my students to learn. Some approaches I do not. Okay, I go more to the side of a scientific approach to healing and therapy. All right, and my favorite one, to be honest, is NLP. So what is this NLP? Before we get into what is NLP, I have to tell you guys how to qualify as an NLP life coach. बड़े गौर से सुने. अच्छा, one correction, we have now made this 120 hour certification, even though so that your certification will be eligible for jobs in foreign countries as well. but then again, it's your responsibility to justify your skill. Obviously, at the end of the class, at the end of the course, you have to show us two skills, two techniques that we will teach you. And this is a bit strict. आपने exactly वैसे ही करना होगा जिस तरह के हम आपको सिखा रहे हैं. इसमें 19-20 की हो सकती हैं, लेकिन 15 और 20 का डिफरेंस नहीं हो सकता. ठीक है? So how to get certified as an NLP life coach? First of all, you have to complete the hours of teaching and homework assignments and everything. And then you have to complete minimum 13 lectures out of 15. Total 15 lectures होंगे, 15 classes होंगे, उसमें से 13 आपको minimum पूरा करना ही है. ठीक है? सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट वो टू स्किल्स होंगे, टू टेक्निक्स होंगे that you have to record the video and submit to us, to me. I check your assignments all myself, and as soon as I give your grades and I tell you that you have passed the certificate, all the assignments will be deleted. There will also be a group presentation. Sometimes we do have it, sometimes we don't have it, but most of the times we do have a group presentation. Groups कौन है? Mini groups. So usually we have 10 to 12 students. We don't take more than that in any course, क्योंकि 10 to 12 से ज़्यादा लोगों की जो assignment check करना है वो खुद एक 1 month का काम होता है. So we only take 10 to 12 students, and then we divide you guys into 3 groups of 3 or 4. ठीक है? उस 3 आप they will be your lifetime buddies. आप उनके साथ ना सिर्फ during the course practice करोगे, but beyond the course, maybe you get a chance कि वो आपका buddy जो है वो same city में भी हो. You can refer to each other if you clients in the future as well. So this is about certifications and how we go about the courses. Any questions? If so, please put them in the chat box. कोई question आपके ज़हन में आ रहा है, कोई concern आ रहा है, कुछ जानना चाह रहे हो, कोई approach आप पूछना चाह रहे हो, please go ahead and put them in the chat box now. Go on. Okay, so I assume no questions. Can I have a thumbs up, please? Go ahead to the emojis and give a thumbs up so I know I still have your attention. Again, ये problem ना होती अगर आपके cameras on होते, जो कि आज allowed नहीं है. Usually class में I'm also a visual person, so I want everybody's cameras to be on and you be in your study corners. जिस तरह मैं बैठा हूँ, कोई लेट के सो के ना आपकी क्लास नहीं हो सकती. Axa has a question. Unfortunately, I cannot unmute you. Axa, put your question in a chat box. ठीक है, आप टाइप करें, मैं पढ़ लूँगा. All right, moving on. So what we are doing today is an introductory part of NLP. Obviously, first class में कोई practical चीज, hands-on चीज हम नहीं सीखेंगे. कुछ theoretical basic knowledge हमने NLP की पहले gain करना है, and then we can start doing the NLP. So what is this NLP? NLP जानने से पहले life coaching important है जानना, ठीक है? क्योंकि मैंने कहा NLP is one approach to life coaching. Life coaching is a professional partnership between a coach and a client, where the coach helps the client achieve their personal and professional goals. All right. Make sense? So as you see, the target of our coaching is not, well, in a traditional sense, healing. The approach is reaching a destination. एक घर है, एक point B है, जो आपने पहुंचना है. There's a target that you want to achieve. You want to, and the clearer this target is, the easier it will become for you to achieve it. ये हम जानते हैं from every scientific approach of goal setting, right? The clearer this is, the target is, the quicker and easier it is for us to reach it. ठीक हो गया? Now, here are a few definitions of life coaching. Life coaching is a process of self-discovery and goal attainment. ठीक है? Life coaching helps clients identify their values, strengths, and aspirations, and then develop strategies to achieve their goals. Life coaching is a partnership for growth and development. The coach provides guidance, support, and accountability. Very important part of it, accountability coaching, helping the client to overcome obstacles and reach their full potential. A personalized approach to personal and professional development. Life coaching is tailored to the individual's needs and goals of the client, providing a customized approach to growth and change. All right. There will be a lot of course material that you will receive by the end of the course. Of course, the second week, I'm going to provide it to all the paid students. The books and notes are all here. The Joseph O'Connor book, the AZNLP book, we're going to study the textbook from there. And as you can see, I have not changed the names and covers and say कि ये मैंने खुद लिखा है. Trust me, आप जाके बाकी NLP की कोर्सेज करें पाकिस्तान में, आपको पता लग जाएगा. सपोर्टिंग मटेरियल्स आपको सारी मिल जाएंगे, वीडियोस एंड डेमोन्स्ट्रेशंस आपको मिल जाएंगे, एंड ऑफ कोर्स live slides and lifetime access to your course material and course recordings भी आपको मिल जाएंगे. So as you see from the definitions of life coaching is an approach where goal is identified and how to get there is identified. So step number 1 of any life coaching is goal identification. 2, strategy identification. All right. So if you come to me and you say that in my current situation, I am depressed, I am, sad, I am lonely, I am trauma, I have problems here. So मेरा first approach ये नहीं होगा कि currently क्या मसला चल रहा है. Okay, you told me X, Y, Z, fine. What do you want to be? What is the goal here? All right. This approach I have used and still use in my own personal life as well. There is time that you should focus in the present, especially if it is talking about pleasurable experiences. You're eating something, yeah. The goal should not be, you should not be focusing acha pet bharne ki goal pe focus. No, some things you have to focus on the process, right? But then again, a lot of the times, and in fact, most of the times, you have to understand what is my why? Where do I want to reach? So this is my why, all right? And this is my how, all right? And then, of course, the 3 is why me, right? क्या अच्छा ये मेरे साथ ही क्यों हो रहा है? मैं ही क्यों डिप्रेस्ड हूँ? Right? मेरे साथ ही क्यों ज्यादती हो रही है? Yeah, we don't go to why me because why me is whiny. ठीक है? Anyhow, so this is life coaching. Life coaching is focused on goal attainment. So the goal has to be clear in order for us to attain it. What is life coaching good for? It improves their overall well-being by addressing areas such as stress management, work-life balance, and personal relationships. Life coaching achieves their career goals by setting clear objectives, developing new skills, and overcoming career challenges. Life coaching helps you enhance your personal relationships by improving communication, building trust, and resolving conflict. In fact, communication is what we are most proud of. Every NLP coach is a great communicator, is a master of language. Life coaching increases your self-confidence and self-esteem by identifying your strengths, overcoming limiting beliefs, and developing a positive mindset. Positive mindset means looking at the opportunity instead of problems. There is a very famous saying that my guru says, where focus goes, where attention goes, energy flows. Where focus goes, energy flows. You focus on the pain of your life, you will have more pain. You focus on the opportunities and the things that you can achieve in your life and the things that you have achieved in your life, which is gratitude, you will have more of that. 5, it will help you find greater meaning and purpose in your life by exploring your values, passions, and life goals. By the end of the course, hopefully, we will have achieved all of these 5 goals. Now, this was about life coaching. You have to understand that life coaching is an approach to attain goals. And in my personal opinion, NLP is the best way to reach, to do a life coaching practice. Okay? There are so many ways, but in my opinion and my practice, I think life coaching is the best and quickest way. And we do want to get quickest results as much as we can. Okay? So even now, when I take clients, okay, usually I tell them, let's do 3 to 5 sessions of coaching. उसके अंदर मैं hypnotherapy and NLP practices करता हूँ and इधर उधर से कुछ लेके. If that doesn't work, then we go to counseling. फिर counseling जो है life long चलेगा. Not lifelong, but a long time वो चलता रहेगा. ठीक है, that's how I take my clients. 3 to 5 sessions of only hypnotherapy and NLP coaching. But sometimes that doesn't work. Rarely, but sometimes that doesn't work. And that's okay. That's okay. As I said, human beings are very complex and not everything works on everybody. Okay? All right. Now, let's talk about neuro-linguistic programming, N, L, and the P. What does it stand for? N stands for neuro. So there is a special focus on the nerve communication networks in the human body. For those of you who don't know, your body is a combination is a combination of nerves. आसाब कहते हैं उर्दू में. Nerves होते हैं. Nerves. If I can tell you like a metaphor, nerves are like a electricity wirings in a building. ठीक है. Muscle and bone are like bricks and the cement and the pillars of the building. ठीक है. वो building खड़ी तो है, लेकिन building में जान कब आएगी? जब उसके अंदर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी लगेगा, बल्ब्स गुजरेंगे, एसी लगेगा, फैंस लगेंगे. करेक्ट? तो in a way, life is nervous system. ठीक है? Human beings, medical science, we have already been able to recreate every organ. आपका हार्ट खराब हो गया, we can do a transplant. We can do pacemakers. ठीक है? आपका किडनी खराब हो गया, हम आपको हुक करेंगे डायलिसिस मशीन में. राइट? आपको जो भी स्टमक खराब हो गया, आपकी जो भी मसले हो गए, जो भी फिजियोलॉजिकल बाकी मसले हो गए ना, वी आर एबल टू replace it or heal it very easily. Nervous system is so complex, especially जो central nervous system है, जो कि आपका brain and the spinal cord है, जो आपके सर के पीछे से tailbone तक जाते रील की हड्डी. This we have not been able to recreate. ठीक है, कोशिश जारी है. हाँ, we pray for scientists के वो इस टाइम इधर तक भी पहुंच जाए. Because once we reach there, then we can put life even in dead bodies. पता नहीं अब कितना ethical है, लेकिन चलो, जिसकी nervous system की problems Alzheimer's वगैरह है, अब जैसे Elon Musk कर रहे हैं वो what is that cheap technology that you can put in your brain? Neuralink, something like that. Neuralink, जो है, thank you. So Neuralink is it's attaching itself to the already existing brain. It's not a complete brain, but it is the best brain that we have already. ठीक है? तो it's a start, and with the invent of AI, the quick calculations of AI and the power of taking the information and processing it instead. अब आपकी brain में जब information जाता है, वो process होता है ना, calculations होती हैं. Alright, for those of you who are not from science background, जैसे मैंने आपको कहा बार बार कि these courses are created for people who are not from any psychology background. So sometimes I have to go back and explain things. अगर आपको आता है, please bear with me, ठीक है? इस कोर्स में मैंने सबको साथ लेके चलना है. So मुझे लगी है मुझे लगी है प्यास, ठीक है? मैं मिनरल वाटर पीता हूँ, ठीक है? डोंट बैन मी, क्योंकि नेस्ले की खाली बोतल है, असल में इसमें नेस्ले का पानी नहीं, भर भर के हम लेते हैं. सो मुझे लगी है प्यास, राइट? आई एम थर्स्टी. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, हाउ डू आई नो दैट आई एम थर्स्टी? There are certain neural impulses in my tongue, my mouth, जो कि ड्राइनेस को सेंस करते हैं. ये ड्राइनेस विद माई स्टमक की ड्राइनेस, विद ऑल्सो अदर ऑर्गन्स की जो ड्राइनेस है, वो कैलकुलेट होके नर्व्स मैसेजेस इलेक्ट्रिकल वायर्स की तरह लेके जाते हैं सेंट्रल नर्वस सिस्टम को. मैं बहुत सिंप्लीफाई करके बता रहा हूँ, आपके ब्रेन को लेके जाते हैं, समझो. अब ब्रेन में बैठा हुआ है एक कंप्यूटर. वो कंप्यूटर कैलकुलेट करता है, टू 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 टू, अच्छा ये सेंसेशन स्टमक से आ रही है, प्लस द सेंसेशन ऑफ द टंग, प्लस द सेंसेशन ऑफ द लिप्स, प्लस द सेंसेशन ऑफ द किडनीज. इसका मतलब ये कि प्यास लगी है. तो फिर वो मैसेज कंफर्म होने के बाद वो जाता है एक और न्यूरॉन्स को. वो न्यूरॉन्स है जो मेरे हाथ के मसल्स को कंट्रोल करते हैं, उनको कहते हैं मोटर न्यूरॉन्स. एक्शन की मेरे हाथ और बाजू की मसल्स को कंट्रोल करते हैं, और वो कहते हैं कि जाके उठा लो पानी की बोतल को. ना सिर्फ मोटर एक्टिविटी मसल्स को कंट्रोल करते हैं, बल्कि मैंने आंखों से भी देखना है ना, राइट? मेरा नेक की भी तो टर्न होना है ना. सी, वन एक्शन हैज मिलियंस ऑफ प्रोसेसेस बिहाइंड इट. हम उसको बड़ा फॉर ग्रांटेड लेते हैं. हम अपना शू टाई करते हैं ना, जूतों की लेसेस बांधते हैं ना, इट्स वन ऑफ द मोस्ट कॉम्प्लेक्स एक्टिविटीज दैट योर ब्रेन डज. उसमें कितना स्पेशल अवेयरनेस चाहिए, किनेस्थेटिक आपकी टच वाली अवेयरनेस चाहिए. सोचना है कि मैं इसको यहां से लूप करूंगा तो, राइट? That is the beauty of human nervous system, which is not any short of a miracle. So this is how nervous system works. Nervous system takes messages from outside world into the inside world, processes it from the brain and the spinal cord, and then gives commands of what to do. जैसे मैंने यहाँ अभी हीटर लगाया हुआ है, ठीक है? थोड़ा थोड़ा ना मेरा जो फुट है यहाँ से थोड़ा सा हीट अप हो रहा है. इट माइट बी इन द डेंजर ऑफ बर्निंग. तो उस प्रोसेस में क्या हो रहा है कि माई जो उस एरिया में मसल्स हैं, दे सेंड ए मैसेज थ्रू द न्यूरॉन्स कि जाओ लेग से ऊपर स्पाइनल कोड ब्रेन में, बता दो कि यहाँ मुझे लगता है कुछ गड़बड़ होने वाला है. सो पुल योर फुट अवे फ्रॉम द हीटर. फिर मैसेज नीचे जाता है मेरे लेग, थाई एंड अदर मसल्स को, और कहते हैं कि पुट योर फुट असाइड. फिर मैं अपना पाँव साइड पे करता हूँ सो दैट आई डोंट डैमेज माई बॉडी. इस एक एक्टिविटी में बिलियंस ऑफ न्यूरल सेल्स एक्टिवेट होते हैं, ठीक है? अब ये इसका एक फिजियोलॉजिकल प्रेजेंटेशन हो गया. सॉफ्टवेयर एक कंप्यूटर की कहाँ है? वो आपकी न्यूरल नर्वस सिस्टम के अंदर ही है. वो इट्स वर्क्स नॉट जस्ट एज अ हार्डवेयर बट ऑल्सो एज अ सॉफ्टवेयर, ठीक है? इनफैक्ट एक न्यूरो साइंटिस्ट से मैं बात कर रहा था. ही टोल्ड मी, इब्राहिम, जब एक न्यूरॉन की बात होती है, वो वो आपकी न्यूरो फिजिशियन उसको हैंडल कर सकता है, ठीक है? न्यूरो फिजिशियन एक न्यूरॉन को हैंडल कर सकता है. बटन एक से जब दो हो जाता है ना, इनकी आपस में जो इंटरेक्शन है, ये पर साइकोलॉजी में आता है. मतलब वो मुझे इंकरेज कर रहा था कि साइकोलॉजी आप करते हो, काफी अच्छा है. क्यों? ना दे आर कम्युनिकेटिंग, इट गोज बियॉन्ड साइकोलॉजी, इट गोज बियॉन्ड फिजियोलॉजी. थॉट्स, इवन दो थोड़ा थोड़ा फिजियोलॉजिकल एस्पेक्ट से हैं, मोस्ट ऑफ इट कंप्लीटली साइकोलॉजी है. We do not know exactly how thoughts are formed. All right. We do not know exactly where thoughts are formed or what to do with them. ठीक हो गया? But we know it has to do something very strongly with neurons, right? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, एक मेरा फेवरेट राइटर है माइकल शर्मर। उसने एक बार एक्सपेरिमेंट किया। क्या एक्सपेरिमेंट किया? ही वेंट एंड पुट इलेक्ट्रोड्स ऑन हिज ब्रेन। ठीक है, उसने एक कैप पहना, उस कैप के अंदर इलेक्ट्रोड्स थे, जिन इलेक्ट्रोड्स के अंदर मैग्नेटिक वेव्स पास हो सकते थे, राइट? सो मैग्नेटिक वेव्स जब पास होते थे ब्रेन की सर्टेन एरियाज को वो एक्टिवेट करते हैं। मैग्नेट, मसलन मैग्नेट अगर आपने कभी देखा हो, पानी के अंदर कोई आयरन वगैरह हो, मैग्नेट डालो तो आयरन तो मूव करेंगे ना। आपके ब्लड के अंदर भी आयरन होता है, ठीक है? आयरन डेफिशिएंसी आपको होता है ना। Same iron, a lot of the times, if you use those electrodes, they move in a certain ways. तो माइकल शर्मर कहता है कि इवन आई डोंट बिलीव इन एलियंस, बट मुझे एलियंस नजर आ रहे हैं इस वक्त। तो मैं कंफ्यूज हूं कि ये एलियन है या नहीं है, बिकॉज मुझे पता है, मेरा बिलीफ है कि एलियंस नहीं एग्जिस्ट करते हैं, बट आई कैन सी विद माई ब्रेन के एलियन मेरे सामने खड़ा है हुए, right? So this is a lot of experiments are happening. This is why I love NLP, because it's a combination. It's where physiology and psychology meet each other. समझ आ गई? आपके beliefs कहाँ हैं? आपके thoughts कहाँ हैं? They are all stored on between your nervous system. ठीक है? Obviously, we do not need to get into the details of so much of the nervous system. All you need to do is neurolinguistic programming considers the effect of neurons and how they fire in certain situations on your thoughts and beliefs. ठीक हो गया? Then there is the L, the linguistic, the language. All right. Now, how do I know what? Okay, मैं आपको सबसे आसान एक एग्जांपल देता हूँ। मेरे पास दो क्लाइंट्स आते हैं। एक मुझे कहता है, डॉक्टर इब्राहिम, आई एम डिप्रेस्ड। एक होता है, एक कहता है आई फील डिप्रेस्ड। मुझे इनमें से किसी एक के लिए बहुत ज्यादा टेंशन होती है, ठीक है? यानी कि मुझे पता होता है कि इसके ऊपर बहुत काम करना है। आपके ख्याल में इनमें से कौन सा मुझे ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट लगता है, A1 या 2? राइट इन ए चैट बॉक्स। मेरे पास एक क्लाइंट आया, उसने कहा आई एम डिप्रेस्ड। एक ने कहा आई फील डिप्रेस्ड। मुझे टेंशन किसके लिए ज्यादा है, 1 या 2? टाइप इन द चैट बॉक्स प्लीज। ओके, मुझे सबसे ज्यादा टेंशन होगी 1 की। क्यों? मैंने इसकी वर्ड्स नोट किया। ये जो लफ्ज है ना, एम comes from being है ना, मेरा होना, मेरा वजूद। थैंक यू अफसल। दिस इज माई आइडेंटिटी, दिस इज हु आई एम। एंड मजे की बात यह है कि ह्यूमन बींग्स आइडेंटिटी, अपना सोच छोड़ेंगे, अपनी आइडेंटिटी नहीं छोड़ेंगे, ठीक है? अपना कल्चर एंड आइडेंटिटी कभी नहीं छोड़ेंगे। अपना मजहब छोड़ेंगे, अपना आइडेंटिटी नहीं छोड़ेंगे। सो आई एम डिप्रेस्ड वाला इज माई कंसर्न, दिस इज माई आइडेंटिटी। मैं हूं, मुझे पता है मैं हूं। आप कुछ भी बोलो, मैं इसको छोड़ूंगा नहीं कभी, क्योंकि ये मैं हूं। जबकि ये जो बंदा कह रहा है कि आई फील डिप्रेस्ड, उसको पता है कि इट्स ए फीलिंग, एंड फीलिंग के साथ ये है कि ये आने जाने वाली चीज है। सो दे आर टेम्पररी, उसको पता होता है ये टेम्पररी है। So you see, I can see the belief systems from the language. मुझे उससे ज्यादा बात करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी, राइट? आई डोंट हैव टू गेट इनटू द साइकोथेरेपी ऑफ इट कि अच्छा जी कब से है, कैसा है। नहीं, जैसे उसने वर्ड यूज किया, मुझे समझ आ गया कि आहा, सो मुझे यहाँ पे आइडेंटिटी के बारे में इससे बात करनी है, और यहाँ पे इसको सिर्फ इमोशंस के बारे में डिस्कस करना है। This is what we learn in NLP, Neuro Linguistic Programming. We learn the function and effectiveness of language. एक आपने सीख लिया, अब आप अपने आसपास देखें, ठीक है? नोटिस करें लोग किस तरह की लैंग्वेज यूज करते हैं। ओके, मसलन एक लैंग्वेज है जो जनरलाइजेशन की लैंग्वेज है। ऑलराइट, ये बड़ा खतरनाक लैंग्वेज का फॉर्म होता है, जनरलाइजेशन की लैंग्वेज। जनरलाइजेशन, जनरलाइज करना, सब कुछ, हर कोई, कुछ भी नहीं। हाँ, these words always, never, everybody, nobody, they are very dangerous only when they are followed by a negative statement, right? Not by the positive statement. ये लिंग्विस्टिक का एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग एक और फंक्शन है। सो मसन, अगर मैं बिलीव करता हूं कि आई ऑलवेज विन, ये ऑलवेज है, but it is followed by a positive statement. So this is an empowering, एनएलपी में इसे कहते हैं रिसोर्सफुल बिलीफ सिस्टम। अगर मेरा स्टेटमेंट होता है आई ऑलवेज लूज, फिर तब क्या है? दे ऑलवेज जो जनरलाइजेशन है, इट इज फॉलोड बाय नेगेटिव स्टेटमेंट, दैट मेक्स इट वेरी डेंजरस। ओके, दो सिनेरियोज देता हूं। एक सिनेरियो, एक बंदा कहता है आई ऑलवेज लूज, आई ऑलवेज फेल। दूसरा कहते हैं आई फेल्ड इन माई एग्जाम्स। कौन सा ज्यादा खतरे में है? कौन सा ज्यादा मुश्किल क्लाइंट है? आई ऑलवेज लूज और आई फेल्ड इन माई एग्जाम? I always lose or I failed in my exam. Always lose one. I failed in my exam too. Which one is more problematic? Correct, number one. I think you all got it. Good job. Good job. Good job. Now, all see, आपको थेरेपिस्ट होने की जरूरत नहीं है, आपको डीएसएम पढ़ने की जरूरत नहीं है। Once you understand properly how language functions, right? Yes, Sundas, correct. You understand how language is functioning, you know if anybody has a problem। मुझसे कुछ नहीं होता, ऑलराइट, और मैं थका हुआ हूं, दोनों में क्या डिफरेंस है? डिफरेंस ये है, मुझसे कुछ नहीं होता इज ए बिलीफ सिस्टम, इट्स ए जनरलाइज्ड, कुछ भी कभी भी नहीं होता। मैं थका हुआ हूं, इट्स ए स्टेटमेंट ऑफ द प्रेजेंट इमोशन। अभी मैं थका हुआ हूं, रेस्ट करूंगा, थकावट खत्म हो जाएगी, फिर कंटिन्यू करूंगा। सी, लैंग्वेज। सो स्पेसिफिक फोकस होता है एनएलपी का लैंग्वेज के ऊपर। ठीक है, एनएलपी, न्यूरो लिंग्विस्टिक प्रोग्रामिंग। Okay, and then the third letter of NLP is programming. Programs, programs क्या है? आसान अल्फाज में beliefs होते हैं, but it is more than beliefs. It is not just beliefs. It's a lot more. Beliefs, programs are the operating instructions that create an outcome. आसान अल्फाज में वो सारे thought chains, thought patterns that produce an outcome, एक प्रोग्राम कहते हैं उसको। क्या मतलब? सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई एम डिप्रेस्ड, मुझे बोले आई एम डिप्रेस्ड, आई टेल यू कि ओके, हाउ डू यू मेक योर सेल्फ डिप्रेस्ड? आई डोंट आस्क व्हाई आर यू डिप्रेस्ड। आपके पास बड़ा लॉजिकल रीजंस होंगे डिप्रेस होने की। आई डोंट केयर, समबडी डाइड, ठीक है, आई अंडरस्टैंड, ये अच्छा रीजन है डिप्रेस होने का। You are not able to, you have a disease, okay, I understand, it's a good reason to be depressed, but I cannot work with your why. As a coach, आप कहते हो मेरा my mother died, अब मैं as a coach क्या करूं? You get it? There's no way out of the question why. So in NLP, life coaching, we don't ask why. My mother died. ये valid reason है depressed होने का, okay. But the question is, how are you making yourself depressed? Now the answer will be a pattern of thoughts. I wake up in the morning and I think of my mom. I think of कि मैं कितना अकेला हूं दुनिया में, मेरा कोई नहीं है, राइट? क्योंकि मेरा कोई नहीं है तो मेरा कोई हो भी नहीं सकता, एंड देन क्योंकि कोई नहीं हो सकता, मैं मर जाऊंगा, अकेला मर जाऊंगा, राइट? Now there is a chain of thoughts that produce the outcome, the result that is depressed. उसको हम कहते हैं प्रोग्रामिंग। Do you understand programming? Did you get it? Yes, in the chat box, or no, so I can explain it again. Every emotion, every result that you have in your life is a result of a program. आप एग्जाम में फेल हुए, राइट? मैं ये नहीं कहूंगा कि आपकी नसीब में नहीं था, मैं पूछूंगा हाउ डिड यू मेक योर सेल्फ फेल? आप कहोगे ऑनेस्टली डॉक्टर इब्राहिम मैंने पढ़ाई नहीं की, राइट? प्रोग्राम इसको कहते हैं. सो NLP, न्यूरो लिंग्विस्टिक प्रोग्रामिंग. वी फोकस ऑन नर्वस सिस्टम, we focus on language, and we focus on programming. All right? And थोड़ी देर में हम जाते हैं ब्रेक में. Don't worry about it. All right? But hang on a little bit. आज इंट्रोडक्शन क्लास है, आपको मैं एक दो वीडियोस दिखाना है, बल्कि ब्रेक से आके हम वीडियोस देखेंगे. ओके, चलो इंट्रोडक्शन थोड़ा खत्म करें. न्यू लिंग्विस्टिक प्रोग्रामिंग इज a methodology to understand and help change human patterns. These patterns are otherwise known as programs. This methodology developed from studying and understanding the connection of how the nerve communication networks in our body, neurons, is connected to and reflected in the language that we use. How this affects the way we behave programming. So how neurons and language connect to create programming. When we understand the process of how we do something, we can repeat that process to achieve the same results, or change the process, or even just a part of the process to achieve a different results. And that's coaching, isn't it? Coaching की complete philosophy यही है. अगर मुझे पता है कि कढ़ाई बनाने में कौन कौन से स्टेप्स को फॉलो करना है, हर दफा मैं कढ़ाई बना सकता हूं. हाँ, इनफैक्ट आप घर में जो कढ़ाई बनाते हैं एंड जो रेस्टोरेंट में कढ़ाई बनती है, उसमें डिफरेंस क्या है? व्हाई इज इट कि आपका कभी अच्छा बनता है, कभी बुरा बनता है, कभी नॉर्मल बनता है, लेकिन रेस्टोरेंट वाला एग्जैक्टली सेम ऑलवेज इक्वली क्वालिटी का होता है. अगर बुरा है तो हमेशा बुरा होता है. व्हाई? बिकॉज दे फॉलो द एग्जैक्ट रेसिपी. व्हाट इज रेसिपी? प्रोग्रामिंग, right? So if you want to achieve a certain outcome, all you need to do is study the programming and then follow it. So now you tell me, if you are depressed, is it possible for you to be happy? Yes or no? Put it in the chat box. If you are depressed, is it possible for you to be happy? Afsal कहता है no. No, no, no. It is not possible to be happy if you are depressed. You can always be whatever you want to be if you study the useful program. जैसे आपने लिखा है possible changes, जो outcome एक happy इंसान produce कर रहा है, if you study the programming, you can copy, paste and do the same. मैंने weight loss करना है. Can I lose weight? Yes or no? Can I lose weight? Excellent. Good, you got it. I have to change identity. Yes, I can lose weight. Wow. Of course, identity is one part of it, Afzal, but there are so many other things. But if I am completely lost, मुझे कुछ भी नहीं पता क्या करना चाहिए, then what should I do? I watch and observe somebody who has achieved the results that I desire. Yes? तो मैं एक दफा टोनी रॉबिन्स को शुरू शुरू में देख रहा था, तो उसने कहा कि I tell everybody that if you're poor, ask a rich person to lunch and pay for the lunch also. मैंने सोचा यार, एक तो मैं गरीब हूँ, कोयटा में बैठा हुआ एक गरीब लड़का हूँ, और आप कहते हो कि मैं किसी अमीर आदमी को लंच पे बुलाऊं और उसको खाना भी खिला दूं, मेरे पास है ही अपने लिए नहीं है, किसी और को मैं कैसे खिलाऊं? तो मैं देखा 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 और कह रहा था कि इट्स बिकॉज when you take that person to lunch, they will tell you how they achieved what they achieved. And you can just copy paste it. It made sense to me. And honestly, I did it. I actually did it. हमारे एक शाहिद भाई थे, एस के स्पोर्ट्स का, अगर आपने नहीं देखा हो, उस वक्त कोयटा में तो ही वो सुपर रिच ना, हमारे स्टैंडर्ड के लिए सुपर रिच था। तो शाहिद भाई को मैंने कहा चाय चाय खाना, ठीक है अच्छा तो बताओ आ जाओ, उसके साथ टाइम स्पेंड किया एंड आई रीच टू द माइंडसेट ही डिफरेंट था। मतलब मैं क्या माइंडसेट था, क्या लिमिटेशंस था, उसकी माइंडसेट ही डिफरेंट था, सोच ही डिफरेंट थी। राइट, योर थॉट्स क्रिएट्स योर आउटकम, प्रोग्रामिंग उसी को कहते हैं, करेक्ट? So our job, if we want to achieve a certain result, certain outcome, is to study the people or maybe yourself. Repeat the program and you will achieve the results. All right? Or you can change the programs. एक मेरे पास client है, he was like a multi millionaire, ठीक है, पाकिस्तान लाहौर के अंदर ही, ठीक है। अच्छा जी, मेरा रिलेशनशिप सही नहीं चल रहा वाइफ के साथ, आई एम कंफ्यूज्ड। मैंने कहा वाइफ को भी लेके आए फिर बात करते हैं ना। दूसरे का नहीं, मैंने अकेले। मैंने कहा अच्छा मैं कैसे लेके जाऊँ, किस डायरेक्शन? मैंने कहा अच्छा, तो आप ये कह रहे हो कि आपकी रिलेशनशिप अच्छी नहीं है। इंस्टेड ऑफ फोकसिंग व्हाट इज रॉन्ग विद रिलेशनशिप, लेट मी आस्क यू दिस, आप कहाँ पे सक्सेसफुल है लाइफ में? कहता है कि मेरा बिजनेस बिल्कुल जबरदस्त है। मैंने कहा हाँ, आपकी गाड़ी देख के, घड़ी देख के पता लगता है कि आपकी बिजनेस जबरदस्त है। व्हाट डू यू डू, व्हाट माइंडसेट डू यू हैव दैट मेक्स योर बिजनेस सक्सेसफुल? और क्या आप वो माइंडसेट अपने रिलेशनशिप में अप्लाई करते हो? सोचा सोचा, कहता है नहीं। मैंने कहा आप खुद बताओ क्या डिफरेंस है? कहता है यार, प्रॉब्लम्स जब आते हैं बिजनेस में, मैं उनको ऐसे ही मजाक में ले लेता हूँ कि यार कोई बात नहीं है, खत्म होने वाली चीज़ है। लेकिन जब रिलेशनशिप में प्रॉब्लम आता है, मैं कहता हूँ यार ये क्या हो गया। मैं टाइम, एनर्जी, एफर्ट, थॉट, प्लानिंग डालता हूँ उस पे, बिजनेस पे। लेकिन रिलेशनशिप में कहता हूँ जो चल रहा है बस चलने दो। उसने खुद ही अपनी कोचिंग कर लिया, खुद ही अपनी कोचिंग कर लिया। गुड क्वेश्चंस, a good coach asks you the good right questions at the right time. Interesting? Okay, so this was about programming, ये बातें हो गई। अच्छा जी, कुछ टेक्निकल टर्म्स। रिपीटिंग द प्रोसेस ऑफ हाउ समवन does something is known as modeling, मॉडल, राइट, मॉडलिंग कहते हैं उसको। सो जब आप गुची के मॉडल्स को देखते हो, व्हाट दे आर एक्चुअली टेलिंग यू इज के डू व्हाट आई डू। सेम इज विद ह्यूमन बिहेवियर, ठीक है। सो यू हैव टू मॉडल इट। Successful behavior, you model the behavior. समझ आएगी? The word modeling you are going to hear a lot throughout this course from me. Changing the process of how someone does something is known as creating behavioral change, behavior change. ठीक है? तो changing and modeling. ठीक है जी? All right. Just a little bit of historical background before we go for the break. ठीक है, बल्कि नहीं, लेट्स गो फॉर द ब्रेकफास्ट, क्योंकि रिचर्ड मैंडलर की वीडियोस में आपको दिखाऊंगा फिर ब्रेक से आके। ऑलराइट, सो व्हाट वी गोना डू नाउ, वी गोना गो टू a 10 minutes break. It is 8:10 पाकिस्तान टाइम, ठीक हो गया। वी गोना कम बैक at 8:20 पाकिस्तान टाइम। टेक योर टाइम, गो ब्रेक, have your cigarettes, have your teas, don't drink coffee, it is too late at night, otherwise नींद नहीं आएगी। And I see you guys at 8:20 guys, 8:20। All right, everybody, please come back so we can continue our class for NLP Life Coaching, Lecture 1. Obviously, as discussed before, today's lecture is going to be a little short. I'm going to give you guys one homework that you have to do by next week if you are a regular student. If you are not a regular student, then that's okay. Enjoy it. I'm going to teach you a very important technique today. ठीक है, उसको हम कहते हैं फ्यूचर ऑथरिंग. वो मैं आपको सिखा दूंगा. गाइस, जूम जो है वो ड्रॉप हो रहा है बार बार. डोंट वरी, इट विल गेट कनेक्टेड एवरी टाइम एंड वी कैन कंटिन्यू एंड पिक अप फ्रॉम वेयर वी लेफ्ट ऑफ. ठीक है, अगेन टेक्निकल चीजें तो होती रहेंगी. ठीक हो गया? ओके, सो before the break, we talked about the outcome thinking, the NLP, neuro linguistic programming, and we talked about what modeling means. Modeling means repeating a process that has produced a specific result. ठीक हो गया? Now, who created this NLP? NLP was created by Dr. Richard Bandler and John Grinder. Both PhDs है, honestly. लेकिन वेस्ट में ना डॉक्टर डॉक्टर का ज्यादा शौक नहीं होता लोगों को, जैसे हमें है. तो इसीलिए वो रिचर्ड बैंडलर एंड जॉन ग्राइंडर. So Richard Bandler and John Grinder both created in 1970s. Two men co-created NLP and because they became curious as to how some highly successful therapists were able to consistently achieve that success. Right? So the question they asked was, they wanted to find out how they were achieving their success rather than why they were doing what they did. अगर मैं आपको पूरी एनएलपी की हिस्ट्री आपको शॉर्ट करके बताऊं, एनएलपी was created when Richard Bandler and John Grinder studied the top psychologists of the 20th century. सो जो सीबीटी की फाउंडर्स है, गैस्टॉल की फाउंडर्स है, पर्सन सेंटर की फाउंडर्स है, फैमिली थेरेपी की फाउंडर्स है, इनको स्टडी किया सिस्टमैटिकली एंड देन दे क्रिएटेड ए मैनुअल एक ऐसा बनाया जिसमें इट इज फॉर एवरीबॉडी. रिचर्ड बैंडलर साइकोलॉजिस्ट एज ए स्टूडेंट नहीं लेता. आप पूछे उससे कि क्यों. रिचर्ड बैंडलर कहता है कि साइकोलॉजिस्ट दे हैव बीन ट्रेन्ड टू कॉम्प्लिकेट थिंग्स. So if you come from a non-psychology background, I'll be honest, आप advantage में हो when it comes to NLP का practice. ठीक है? As I told you in the introduction, I am going to teach you the Richard Bandler NLP. They studied how the top psychologists, top therapists achieve results, not why. In NLP, we don't ask why. I'm depressed, why? This question gives me no benefits. I'm depressed, how are you making yourself depressed? I failed, how did you make yourself fail? Not why. They and their research team spent time deconstructing how people such as Virginia Satir, Milton Erickson, and Fritz Perl achieve their consistent success with their clients. What they identified was the words they were using, NLP, LL, what questions they were asked, changes in the voice and tone. This is also L of NLP, tone is a non-verbal communication. Changes in body posture and physiology. What they listen out for taking when talking to someone. How they constructed their language. Through his work and subsequently the work of many others, the methodology of NLP was developed. These can be broken down into different models of NLP and topics such as the meta model, हम पढ़ेंगे मिल्टन मॉडल, हम पढ़ेंगे एंकरिंग, हम पढ़ेंगे स्ट्रैटेजीज, हम नहीं स्टडी करेंगे, ये मेरी नज़र में थोड़ा सा एक एक्सेसिव नॉनसेंस है, यूजफुल होगा बट इट्स ए कंप्लीट वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम. एंड स्टेट्स मेरा जो फेवरेट है, अलबत्ता डोंट गेट मी रॉन्ग, स्ट्रैटेजीज की एक मेजर पार्ट है जिसको कहते हैं सब मोडालिटीज. ठीक है, हम सब मोडालिटीज पढ़ेंगे, पर स्ट्रैटेजीज के नाम से एक टेक्निक आता है, उसमें सब मोडालिटीज को आइडेंटिफाई करके उसका चेन आइडेंटिफाई. दैट्स अ वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स and useless, not useless, but I rather you guys master state and submodalities and anchoring and Milton model and meta model. ठीक है, ये मेरा अपना personal opinion है, and since you are taking my course, I'm going to teach you what is practical and applicable here and now quickly. Today, NLP techniques are used in many different areas, such as in therapy, health, education, and also in the sports. In business, these techniques are used for coaching your team, information gathering, communicating, motivating others, influencing and persuading, advertising, identifying success strategies, developing others as well. NLP is not a thing. It's a methodology that consists of a range of different skills that combine to form techniques. So skills and techniques का difference समझना लाजमी है. ठीक है, most of NLP trainings they teach you technique. उसमें problem क्या है? Okay, first of all आपको समझना जरूरी है कि skill क्या है. In this course I'm going to teach you skills. Skills are like the bricks of a building. ठीक है, वो combined होके एक दीवार बना लेते हैं. ठीक है, उसमें कुछ बड़े ब्रिक्स होते हैं, एक छोटे ब्रिक्स होते हैं. They make a complete wall. अच्छा, अक्सर लोग स्पेशली हमारी एरिया में पाकिस्तान वगैरह में जहां पे लोग लकीर के फकीर वाले लोग होते हैं ना, वो टेक्निक सिखाते हैं. वो कहते हैं कि भाई पहले 1 करो, फिर 2 करो, फिर 3 करो, फिर 4 करो. ठीक है, देखो हम भी ऐसे ही करेंगे, लेकिन पहले मैं आपको सिखाऊंगा ये जो 1 है इसके अंदर कितने 1.1 है, उसमें फिर 1.2 है, फिर 1.3 है, राइट. I teach you the nitty-gritties and I can do it because I am a psychologist by profession first. ठीक है, 2011 से आई एम प्रैक्टिसिंग साइकोलॉजी, काउंसलिंग एंड ह्यूमन स्टडिंग ह्यूमन बिहेवियर. सो इट इज लाइक आप काउंट करो 2026 है अभी. ठीक है, तो क्योंकि वंस आई टीच यू हाउ दिस 1 इज क्रिएटेड, फिर जब मैं आपको ये ब्लॉक सिखाऊंगा कि 1, फिर जब 2 को सिखाऊंगा 2 के अंदर क्या है, 2.1 है, 2. राइट. अच्छा, फिर आप खुद से सीखोगे कि समटाइम्स 3 को इंक्लूड करने की जरूरत नहीं है, समटाइम्स 1 के बाद 2 है और 2 के बाद मैं 4 भी डाल सकता हूं, फिर भी मेरा दीवार जो है कंस्ट्रक्शन सीधी रहेगी. दैट्स हाउ यू कैन क्रिएट योर ओन टेक्निक्स ऑल्सो. मैंने अपने टेक्निक्स बनाया हुआ है, राइट. दैट्स व्हाट आई वांट फॉर माय स्टूडेंट्स, टू लर्न द स्किल्स, not techniques. You understand the difference between skill and technique? Please write yes in the chat box. Obviously, this is how I can interact with you guys. Normal classes में आपके cameras on होंगे, so I'm watching everybody, seeing you guys nod, and if you get lost, तो मैं आपकी face से देखूंगा और पूछूंगा कि oh मुझे लगता है इकरा जो है lost है. What's happening to you? What are you thinking? फिर आप मुझे discussions करोगे, ठीक है? Okay, so you got it. All right, that's very good. Very good. High IQ people in this batch. Wonderful. So it's a methodology that consists of a range of skills that combine to make techniques. ठीक हो गया? People become skillful in the use of NLP techniques through being taught well and practice. Using NLP techniques helps people create more choices in the life and the life of others. In everyday life and business, people are automatically behaving naturally. हाँ कुछ भी होता है, people just react to it, right? Accident होते होते बच गया, suddenly you're screaming and you don't know why are you screaming. Have you ever stopped and think what your behavior is doing, what you're actually trying to achieve from this behavior? What is the goal here? What is the goal of this behavior? Have 90% of the people that I have seen in the planet, 99% of the people that I see in the planet, most of the times, 99% of the times are just doing things without stopping and thinking कि what is the outcome here. फिर वो disappointed होते हैं जब उनको वो outcome मिलता नहीं है जो उन्होंने सोचा होता है इस behavior से मिलेगा. फिर मैं पूछता हूँ आपको किसने कहा था ये मिलेगा? ये मेरे अब्बा अजदाद करते रहे. ओके उनको वो outcome मिला नहीं तो आपको किसने कहा आपको मिलेगा? बस यही सब करते हैं. Okay, so they don't stop to think how they are doing what they are doing. NLP skills help you deconstruct behavior to find out how someone is doing something. It can be modeled or changed, depends on what you want. NLP still is being developed by Richard Bandler and John Grinder, along with many others. Brain imaging, especially MRIs and EEGs nowadays, in neuroscience is showing that a lot of what was once only theoretical regarding the way behavior is created is now proving to be true. NLP is a big subject, and with all big subjects, the best way to learn is to break it things down. I make it easy for you to learn to become really skillful in the use of NLP. That concludes a little bit of introduction. Since we are here and we want to honor the founders of NLP, I am going to discuss and show you a few videos of our hero, the founder of NLP, Dr. Richard Bandler. I obviously recommend everybody to follow his YouTube channel. NLP Life इनका अपना है. But let's see, and then I will answer your questions about these videos.
Available on DVD. Neurolinguistic programming has proved a successful technique to turn around people's lives in a positive way. One area where it has shown astonishing results is in dealing with phobias.
Phobia is an overwhelmingly intense feeling response. Typically, it's one step beyond anxiety, where objects or the thought of the objects prevent people from being able to function. People become immobilized.
I have claustrophobia.
My phobia is snakes.
I really, really don't like spiders.
I can have a whole evening ruined by seeing a spider, as if someone had come in to mug me or something. You know, the heartbeat, and I don't want that anymore.
Today, the co-founder of NLP, Richard Bandler, is holding a seminar for people with all sorts of phobias. Some of these have been paralyzed with fear all of their lives. But now, all of that is about to change.
If I saw a snake in the room now, I would be really scared and anxious, and I'll feel like probably I would pass out. Yeah, if I could touch a snake or get close to it, I think it would make me feel like relief. I'll probably be able to go on holiday to places where I didn't think of it before.
But there are bigger things in life you have to face. And if you can shift your brain like this so quickly, what this means is you can shift your brain about anything. I don't cure anybody because I don't think they're sick. Somebody learned to be afraid, it just means they're dependable. All I have to do is get them to be dependable in a new way. I'm a teacher. This is all about education. This is about learning to use your neurology so that you can consciously and unconsciously do what you want to do. People become happier, they become more functional, they become more successful. What more could you ask from a seminar? You forgot the last instruction.
What's that?
to come out.
Oh, yeah.
It was an emotional experience because I think there's a lot of layers underneath that it kind of all were brought into that room and actually all disappeared all at the same time.
Somebody comes to a practitioner seminar, what they do is they learn to have control of their thought processes. You change the way you think, it changes the way you feel, changes what you can do. And I've been at this for 40 years, and I've watched people change their lives in ways most people would never believe. Eyes open, and this will only stay with you for the rest of your life.
Change your life forever with Richard Bandler and NLP.
So I just wanted you to see who Richard Bandler is a little bit, so you have an idea about his face. He's still alive, and you can go watch his seminars. I want to show you a few of his wonderful shows, seminars.
Neuro-linguistic programming has proved a successful technique to turn around people's lives in a positive way. One area where it has shown astonishing results is in dealing with phobias.
If I saw a snake in the room now, I would be really scared and anxious, and I'll feel like probably I would pass out. Yeah, if I could touch a snake or get close to it, I think it would make me feel like relief. I'll probably be able to go on holiday to places where I didn't think of it before.
Today, the co-founder of NLP, Richard Bandler, is holding a seminar for people with all sorts of phobias. Some of these have been paralyzed with fear all of their lives, but now all of that is about to change.
Good morning. Guess what today is? Phobia Day, which is badly named. It's not a day to acquire phobias, but if you want one, I could probably do that too. Neurolinguistic programming is the name that I gave to all the techniques I developed, which were really studying successful behaviors. Rather than studying people with fears to find out how they got them, I found people who had gotten over them quickly, learned what they did mentally to learn the formulas by which you think your way out of problems.
To cure my phobia, I think it would make me feel like relief because I don't have to think about it in a negative way anymore.
So Carolyn, go and find a memory where you were afraid of a snake. Whether it was there or not doesn't matter. The memory is there. Float out of the memory and watch yourself being afraid and say to yourself, that's just fucking stupid. I'm tired of this. Just fucking fed up. Because they always say you're going to look back and laugh. My policy is why wait. Because if you don't wait, Carolyn, if you start laughing now, and I do want you to laugh a little bit more, even more. Come on, bigger laugh, a little giggling, that kind of giggling. Now, while you're laughing at this, take that feeling of laughter and start to spin it in your body faster and faster and tell yourself, I can do this, right? Because if you stop and instead make a picture where you see yourself looking at a big snake, not being afraid. Now, what I want you to do is to first take the feelings, right? How do you feel now? Are you scared?
I just want to get done with it.
Okay. Right? Okay. But, so you feel determined? Yeah. Okay, good. Take the determination, spin it, pull up your hand and tell them to come as close as you want. So take a deep breath. Come a little bit closer. And look at it real carefully. Now you want to touch the white stuff. She's a belly rubber. Cool, huh?
Richard really helped me to control the bad feeling and actually just get like sort of a neutral feeling about snakes or phobia of snakes. It was just not affecting me at all anymore.
The point of this is real simple. To go inside your brain now and to realize if you could face this fear so easily and so quickly, you can face all the rest of them this way. Because, you know, how many times are you going to encounter a snake in life or a magazine picture of a snake? Not that many. But there are bigger things in life you have to face. And if you can shift your brain like this so quickly, What this means is you can shift your brain about anything. So I want both of you to go inside your mind and think of what you're going to be more passionate about trying. When you run an old scared memory backwards, it flattens out the neurons, because be it ever so microscopic, those neurocortical pathways know how to go to the right one by size. Billions of them woven together, and that one fear one fires off because it goes up by size from a chemical charge. You run the memory backwards, it flattens it out. Then all you need to do is to replace it. Because here's the trick to personal change. You create a void and fill it with something better, then it doesn't go back to what it was. People become happier, they become more functional, they become more successful. What more could you ask from a seminar? So your choice is to go to therapy and whine about it for years, sit home and live in it for years, or do something about it.
Okay, so ask me any questions in the chat box. I'm sure you have a lot of concerns. You don't know if this is real, this is acting, if this is even possible, or if it is just for the videos and for the clicks. है ना? यही सोच रहे हैं ना? I can tell you, this is all really, really possible. It is not just Richard Bandler. Everybody that does NLP is doing it every day. All right. Anybody has any questions? Let's do one more video and then I give you a homework, okay? Because this video happened on American TV.
You know, a lot of times when you fear something, you need...
I want to look at the expressions of this, the African-American guy, okay? All right, Richard Bandler is in a TV show, and they are not actors, they are real, you know?
You know, a lot of times when you fear something, you need to confront your fear.
Okay.
So I know you have this fear of snakes. Yes, there's a wallet. Hey, Rick, there's also a snake.
Oh,
to cure your fear of snakes.
It's not happening, buddy.
Yeah,
I don't want to cure it. I just don't want to cure it. I just will stay away from snakes. It's not for me.
We've all seen Michael talk about his fear of snakes again and again, but today
मैं आपको ये दिखाना चाह रहा हूँ कि आप देखें इसका जो reactions है ये कोई acting नहीं है. I mean his extreme reactions to snake is a real reaction. Look at his face.
Today he plans to conquer his fear. Joining us to help is co-founder of NLP, Dr. Richard Bandler. Hello, doctor.
What's up, doc?
Hello. Hi. So what is NLP?
NLP is the study of successful behavior. Psychologists look at what goes wrong with you, and we only look at what works.
You should be good at that. You're
And
successful.
so we find people that got over fears and found out what they were doing, whether they knew it or not, and related it to how our neurology learns.
Do you think Michael will be able to overcome his fear of snakes?
I think if he pays attention and follows instructions, he'll do just fine.
I will let you.
So in other
get to
words,
work.
if I'm not, it's my fault. Okay,
Yes,
there we go,
right.
doc.
I like the concept. Okay, it's really very simple. You remember when she came out and threw a snake at you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and it scared you, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, that's a great big picture in your mind, right?
Yes.
And it's moving towards you, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Okay, you and everybody else who's afraid of snakes does that. It's
Yeah.
not just you. Okay, take the great big picture, shrink it down to the size of a quarter, and blink it black and white.
Okay.
Okay, got to do it really fast. Okay, big picture, shrink it down, blink it black and white.
Okay.
Got it? Okay, now just clear your mind for a minute. Look at me for a second. Now, look back at the picture and try and be afraid.
I'm good.
You're good. Okay. Okay, let me tell you the secret. The secret is because it's not the snake that scared you. It was the big giant picture jumping at you.
Yeah.
Okay, now that the picture's out of your mind, I want you to just simply go and make a picture of yourself being terrified of snakes. And the other picture, I want you to see yourself just walking over and touching the snake. Okay. Which one would you rather be?
I'd rather be terrified of the snake.
You'd rather be terrified of the snake?
I don't want to go over and touch the snake.
Well, when you look at yourself going and touching a snake, do you look afraid?
No.
Okay, so when you look at yourself not being afraid, what makes you think you wouldn't want to do it?
Good question.
Good question. Let me put it this way. This is something that you've been afraid of for a long time.
Yeah.
Okay, in fact, even thinking about it, if you spent 10 minutes a day thinking about it, and you add that up, 352 days in a year, right? You know how much time that is?
A lot.
A lot. Multiply it by 10 years, 20 years.
How about 43 years?
Well, how long you planning to live?
103.
103 years, okay? You're talking about an enormous amount of time to worry about one thing that you could be using to do anything you want. The truth is, if you can walk over and touch the snake, it will teach you that you can do anything you put your mind to.
We're going to let the good doctor continue working with Michael. We're going to take a commercial break and see if the method works when we return. Did Dr. Bandler cure Michael of his fear of snakes? We are going to find out right now.
Okay. Take my hand. Everything's going to be fine. Now, just look at the snake, right? Okay. Walk over, take your hand like this, and just put it on the snake.
Forget it, I'll go there.
Oh, isn't he sweet? He's so nice. You want to hold it?
Wow. Let's not go that far.
That's nice.
Okay.
He said he doesn't want to go that far yet. He's not ready to hold the snake.
I'm getting comfortable.
Yeah, go ahead. Just touch him. He's so nice. He's very sweet. He's lovely. I think it's a he. We don't really know each other that well. Feels good, right?
Feels good.
Feels not scary.
The trainer said it was a he, and I said its name should be Alice.
Alice, yeah, that's a good name for a male snake. Why not? You want to try holding him?
I'm not ready for the hold, I don't think.
You sure? Do you want to try holding like half of him?
Yeah.
Here, ready? There you go. Nice and gentle. Yeah, look at that. See that? We will be back in 1 minute, and I'm going to get this snake onto Michael. Hey, we want to thank Dr. Bandler because look at Michael here holding a snake. Isn't that something else? Not scary at all. You want to try? You want to try it? Okay. You want to grab his head? Right there. Grab his head there.
There you go. Okay.
Just Michael and a snake hanging out.
I'm not kissing the snake. Now, that's
Not till tomorrow.
That's another session.
perfect. I'm cured.
All right.
Okay, right now, I'm going to Central Park and I'm looking for snakes.
Look at the happiness on the face of that man. मजे की बात आपको ये बताऊं, आपकी जो ह्यूमन माइंड है ना, it has a tendency to generalize everything. So once you help your client attain and achieve one goal, overcome one fear, ये generalize होगा फिर बाकी areas में भी. So then if you have a low self-esteem, you're afraid of your, you're afraid of the future, suddenly you're like, hey, I overcame my fear of a snake. Why not? I can also overcome the fear of future. ठीक है? Yes, Sundas, rewiring, yes. Okay. Aksa कह रही है कि sir, I have read somewhere, even though I have tried it myself, that if you want to change your past, you can actually go back to the past in your thoughts through meditation and think like different scenarios, and you practice a few days, you can actually change your past, and the effects of the past and the completely different in the same thing. Okay. Understand करे, मेरा 8 साल की उम्र में एक्सीडेंट हो गया, उसकी वजह से मुझे चोट लगी. मैं दुनिया जहां की ताकत लगाऊंगा, I cannot change my past. मेरा एक्सीडेंट हुआ, मुझे चोट लगी. Facts never change. However, my emotional reaction about the facts can always change. अब मैं गाड़ी से डरता हूं. It's a irrational fear, right? गाड़ी में तो सब रोज बैठते हैं. अब मैं गाड़ी से डरता हूं उसकी वजह से. हाँ, ये कर सकते हैं. टाइमलाइन थेरेपी इस कोर्स का हिस्सा है. यू कैन गो टू द पास्ट, लर्न फ्रॉम द एक्सीडेंट, उसको मिनिमलाइज करें, उसको कुछ भी करें. वी डू थिंग्स, वी विल लर्न टू डू थिंग्स, एंड देन सडनली यू आर नॉट अफ्रेड ऑफ कार्स. क्योंकि आप जब उस पास्ट के बारे में सोचते हो, यू लगे हैं ये तो छोटी सी बात है यार, इसमें क्या है. ओके, या टाइमलाइन थेरेपी, दैट्स व्हाट वी कैन डू. It's a part of this course. अगर आप जाएंगे हमारी वेबसाइट पे PIMS कोर्सेज. अच्छा, लेकिन फिर भी मैं आपको ऑनेस्टली बताऊं, अगर सिर्फ आप NLP कर रहे हैं, मेरा पर्सनल एडवाइस है कि उसके साथ हिप्नोथेरेपी भी कर लें. आपको थोड़ा सा फील होगा कि नॉलेज गैप है. ठीक है, फिर भी इनफ है. अभी जैसे NLP है, इट्स अ 5-in-1 सर्टिफिकेशन. ठीक है, इसके अंदर यू कैन सी हियर कि टाइमलाइन थेरेपी भी है, फैसला फोबिया क्योर भी है, न्यूरो इमोशनल रिवायरिंग भी है. ठीक है, इसमें लाइफ कोचिंग भी कर रहे हैं, फास्ट फोबिया एंड NLP प्रैक्टिशनर लेवल की भी ट्रेनिंग हो रही है. सो इट्स अ 5-in-1. एंड देन आई एडवाइज यू गाइस टू गो टू अदर कोर्सेज, ट्रेनिंग ऑफ ट्रेनर्स, कॉग्निटिव बिहेवियर थेरेपी. इफ यू आर सीरियस टू बी साइकोलॉजिस्ट, आपने ट्रॉमा इन्फॉर्म कॉग्निटिव बिहेवियर थेरेपी, ये मरियम कराती हैं, आप वो भी कर सकते हैं. ठीक है. अच्छा, ये हो गई हमारी ये डिस्कशन. नाउ लेट्स गो टू अ होमवर्क. नाउ सिंस NLP इज ऑल अबाउट, ये सारी चीजें हम नेक्स्ट वीक में डिस्कस करेंगे. ठीक है. एक होमवर्क है. ठीक है, इट्स काइंड ऑफ, इट्स हाफ क्रिएटेड बाय मी, हाफ नॉट कंप्लीटली. ओके, हाफ क्रिएटेड बाय मी. इसका हाफ जो है टाइमलाइन थेरेपी है, इसको मैं कहता हूँ फ्यूचर ऑथरिंग. इसमें मैं आपसे क्या चाहता हूँ, मैं चाहता हूँ कि इसके अंदर ना आप एक विजन create a vision of your future self by writing down one day in your future life from the morning that you open your eyes till when you close your eyes at night. ठीक है. Write in the present tense, be very specific and as detailed as possible. Engage all your senses. What do you see, hear, smell, taste, feel, taste? Focus on how every moment makes you feel today. So for example, इसकी wordings कुछ ऐसे होगी. ठीक है. So you will write about one day in your future life, but the language will be in the present. So मसलन मैं अगर अपना फोन में देखता हूँ, आज 5th of February है, और मैं 5 साल की बाद की एक विजन बनाना चाह रहा हूँ. So I write today is 5 February 2031. है ना. 26 plus 5 years, 2026 plus 5 is 2031 हो जाएगा. ओके. ओके, अब आपने कैसे लिखना है इन द फ्यूचर टेंस, एवरीथिंग, एवरी एक्सपीरियंस. आई एम वेकिंग अप at 9 a.m. I have to get ready for यूनिवर्सिटी. अच्छा, अब मेरे विजन में मैं यूनिवर्सिटी में प्रोफेसर हूँ. ठीक है, आपके विजन में आप कुछ भी हो सकते हो. ठीक है. I look beside me and I see my wife and dog on the bed. ओके, यहाँ तक मैं पहुंच गया हूँ, बस यूनिवर्सिटी वाली बात रह गई है अब. ठीक है. I feel happy and satisfied. I go to the bathroom. You get what I'm saying? And I wash my face. I see myself in the mirror. 95 kgs मेरा गोल है. 95 kgs. समझ रहे. अच्छा, फिर उसके बाद क्या करता हूँ, I smell breakfast. Okay, then I go on down, blah, 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 blah. ठीक हो गया. अच्छा, take a screenshot. You see, I am writing about my one day. फिर उसके बाद, okay, मैं लिखा, and then I get into my car and drive to office where I have meetings. I meet a lot of people. मैं corporate trainings भी कर रहा हूँ, फिर मैं फलान भी कर रहा हूँ, यूनिवर्सिटी से होके, और then मैं जिम वगैरह सारा कुछ. ठीक है, आपने सारा दिखना है. देन एट द एंड ऑफ द डे I enter the bed feeling completely satisfied with my day, and I am excited about tomorrow. ठीक है, जैसे भी. Got it? Now, this, what will happen? You have to understand. Writing it in this way is going to create an image in your mind. Yaad rakhega, one of the earliest things that I learned from my Tony Robbins. You have to understand your mind is like a guided missile. उसने लॉन्च होना ही है. आपके माइंड ने एक्टिवेशन होना ही है, उसको जाना ही है. अगर आप उसको डायरेक्शन नहीं दोगे कि कहाँ जाके पटना है, कहाँ जाके गिरना है, वो आपके अंदर ही गिरेगा और वो साइकोलॉजिकल डिसऑर्डर्स बनेगा. यू हैव टू गिव योर माइंड समथिंग टू फोकस ऑन. यू हैव टू डायरेक्ट इट टू ए डेस्टिनेशन, और वो डेस्टिनेशन को हम एनएलपी में कहते हैं आउटकम. इसको कहते हैं आउटकम थिंकिंग. One of the methods that I have created is called future authoring. मैं इसको फिर से open करूंगा for you guys to take a screenshot and then ask me any questions while I answer. We can end the class today. Association with the stimulation can be changed not by facts. Correct, Abira, very good. NLP has scientific basis. Does it actually work, or believe me? Saima is asking, does NLP have any scientific basis? Saima, let me ask you, does psychotherapy have any scientific basis? Psychotherapy have scientific basis? जब आप कहते हो science is a specific method of study. जितना साइकोथेरेपी की रिजल्ट्स आते हैं उतना ही एनएलपी के रिजल्ट्स आते हैं. ठीक है, ये सोशल ह्यूमन साइंसेस है. दे आर नॉट परफेक्ट साइंसेस, दे आर नॉट मेडिकेशंस. मैं कल एक वीडियो दिखा रहा था आप लोगों को, इफ यू रिमेंबर, साइंटिफिक मेडिकेशंस को अप्रूव करने के लिए एफडीए से कोई 25 साल लगते हैं, क्योंकि वो एक साइंटिफिक प्रोसेस से निकलते हैं. करेक्ट. लेकिन एक साइकोथेरेप्यूटिक अप्रोच को, सीबीटी का अप्रोच को 25-26 साल नहीं निकालते हैं. मेथड क्रिएट हो गया, एक दो क्लाइंट्स देख लिया क्वालिटेटिवली, एंड देन यू रियलाइज हो गया इट इज वर्किंग, सो लेट्स जनरलाइज इट इनटू इट. ठीक है. हिप्नोथेरेपी, एनएलपी उतना ही साइंटिफिक है जितना सीबीटी साइंटिफिक है. गूगल स्कॉलर इज द वीकेस्ट सोर्स, लेकिन उसमें भी आप जाएंगे आपको बहुत सारे एनएलपी के सपोर्ट में रिसर्चेस मिलेंगे. ठीक है. सो उतना ही साइंस है जितना के बाकी थेरेप्यूटिक अप्रोचेस साइंस है. रिमेंबर, जो कार्ल यूंग ने कहा, all psychological disorders are problems of imagination, so the solutions have to be imaginary as well. Psychology and NLP complement each other, I think, because of some patients knowing what helps to work and what, yeah. You have to understand, they are not different things. Psychology means a study of mind. NLP is one way of studying mind. Hypnotherapy is also one way of studying. DBT approach, CBT approach, REBT approach, Gestalt का approach, behavioral approaches, cognitive approaches, और कितना आता है, ये सारा स्टडी ऑफ माइंड है. ओके, अक्सा कहती है आई यूज दिस एज माई मैनिफेस्टेशन टेक्निक. वेरी गुड, यस. सो मैनिफेस्टेशन को वर्ड में यूज नहीं करता अक्सा, क्योंकि उसके साथ ना एक पैसिव एटीट्यूड आता है. ओम मेडिटेटिंग 1 करोड़ रुपए, मेडिटेटिंग 1 करोड़ रुपए, कभी उस करोड़ रुपए में नहीं मिलना आपको. ठीक है. अगर आप मैनिफेस्टेशन से मतलब ये है कि यू फॉलो अप विद एक्शन, देन हम सही मैनिफेस्टेशन की बात कर रहे हैं. लेकिन अब मैनिफेस्टेशन के मैं मेडिटेट कर रहा हूँ, दुनिया में पीस आएगा, दुनिया में सब कुछ आएगा, एंड देन मैं खुद जाके किसी को झूठ बोलता हूँ, पीस नहीं आने वाला दुनिया में भी, मेरे अंदर भी. ठीक है. एक्शंस, एनएलपी इज ऑल अबाउट एक्शंस. व्हाट यू डू, उसके रिजल्ट्स आपको मिलेंगे. ठीक है. ऑलराइट गाइस, I'm not going to take more of your time. I have to be somewhere as well. Take care of yourselves. I hope to see you guys in all the courses. If you want to be actually effective as a therapist, I want to see you guys in all courses. बाकी आपकी मर्जी है. Eventually everybody ends up doing all the courses. Full fees दें या discounted दें, आपकी मर्जी है. Take care. Allah Hafiz. I see you guys next week. If you